So you don't know which step bars are best for your truck? Well, we have a few options that may help you make the decision. Stay tuned. Hi, welcome back to In the Garage, and today we're going to be talking about the Big Country WIDESIDER step bar line. I've got some great features on these bars that we're actually going to show you, but I actually wanted to start with the brackets. Because the real trick with the brackets for the Big Country WIDESIDER is one set of brackets that you buy for your vehicle is going to give you access to all these different lines of step bars to give you the options you need and the finishes you need as you upgrade your vehicle. If you change the wheels and tires, you don't have to replace the entire line. You can just get new bars because the brackets will work with that. And if you look at these brackets, these aren't your standard brackets that you've seen on a lot of step bars. That's just a bent piece of straight metal that has sort of a knife edge profile to it. These are much more like an OE bracket. They're very sturdy, heavy gauge steel. They've had this contoured line pressed into them that give you a much more finished look. You'll see them on the vehicle as we install them. But one set of brackets is going to give you access to several different bar options as you upgrade your vehicle. If you change it over the life of the vehicle, you're going to only have to buy new bars instead of a whole new kit. Great piece and a great piece of engineering from Big Country. Okay, so Big Country has several different styles and designs and finishes in the step bar programs that they have, and we're going to talk about each one and each of the features that they have. Now you'll see as we've got laid out here on the table, we've got 4 different bars, but just know that each of these bars is also available in a black finish as well. So if that's the look you're going for, know that Big Country does have a bar to fit you. The first bar we're going to talk about is the 4-inch Platinum bar. Some key features on the Platinum are they actually have a welded in cap on the system. Now this is very unique to the Big Country bars because it still gives you the channel that you need to be able to use the universal bracketing system that they have for the WIDESIDERs. But they do have this welded in cap to give you that finished look on the end for that bar. It's a really nice piece. It's going to give you years of sturdy use. It has a standard hard plastic pad on the bar itself. So the next design option that Big Country has is their 5-inch Platinum bars. This is a 5-inch width. Gives you a lot more contact area on the pads as you're stepping in and out. It gives you a more finished look if the vehicle needs it. It does have the full channeling, just like in the other bar for the universal bracketry. It has the composite end caps to give it that finished trim look. Now on these pads, unlike the one that we showed you earlier, these have the rubberized proprietary pads from Big Country. A lot more grippy, a lot more positive traction when you're getting in and out in wet or mud or any of that thing. So that's a nice feature that they offer on these. So the next bar we want to talk about is the Big Country XL Composite Bar. Now you're going to see some obvious design differences immediately in this bar compared to the WIDESIDER Platinum bar that we just showed you. The first being the 15-degree bend on the ends of each of the step bars, which gives it more of that finished look. It's going to look good on the truck. It's going to give you a sort of a unique look that a lot of step bars don't have. It does also have the composite caps, just like we saw. These are obviously molded a little more than the others were. It has a nice big contact pad. Again, this is the rubberized foot pads on these. Gives you that nice grippy contact for your feet. It does have the channels, as we saw before. A little different, but they work perfectly with the brackets that we showed. Gives you a nice sturdy structure underneath as well. Now you'll notice on these, you've got a chromed metallic top for the bar, and then you have a composite rear, which is why they have these steel rails attached to the bottom of the step bars. Makes them a little lighter, a little easier to work with when you're installing them. No corrosion issues obviously with the composite, so you don't have that problem, and gives you all the installation ease that we saw on the other bars. And then the last board we wanted to show you from Big Country is their 6-inch Platinum board. Again, like we saw on the 5-inch board, it has the composite caps, very similar design, much bigger contact area. This is a 6-inch board. This is something you'd use if you were going to lift the vehicle, put bigger wheels and tires, and needed a beefier look for the step board so they don't get kind of lost in the rest of the design of the truck. They do have the full channel, again, for our brackets to make it a very easy install. So let's just take a closer look at our bracket kit that we got for our vehicle. This is a 2014 GMC Sierra that we're going to be installing our step boards on. All of the brackets are here. Now, they all look very similar. There is just a couple of differences I wanted to point out, and this is in the instructions from Big Country. You're going to have front and back brackets that have a middle slot that's narrower, and then the middle brackets are going to have a larger slot that's in there. And I'll show you how those install as we put them on.